Hello and thanks for checking out my video. This what if video, as you can see from the title, is a what if story about Deku being born with his father's fire breathing quirk. And it's going to cover the villain attack in USJ. This is the third video of the series, so if you want, check out the playlist on my channel to watch from the beginning. Also, like and subscribe to help out the channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and I think that'll be easy with all you guys watching. But that's enough wasting your time, let's start the video. After beating Bakugo and Ida in the hero vs villain training exercise, Deku has started gaining a little more confidence in his abilities and is excited to train in the USJ building with the rest of the class. But before long they are interrupted by a newly forming league of villains. A dark cloud forms in the USJ as a sea of crooks and villains pour out, led by a young man named Shigaraki. Class 1A stands shocked as Mr. Ozawa and 13 tell them to get back. The students can tell the situation is bad based on how the teachers are acting, but Ozawa tells 13 to evacuate the students while he solves the villains. Ozawa easily starts dispatching the low-level villains as 13 is stopped by Kuroguri. He stops the students, telling them, "Sorry, we can't let you leave till All Might shows up." Deku decides he's going to try and stop Kuroguri after 13 is beaten by his warp gate. But as Deku is about to leap towards the villain, Bakugo beats him to it and quickly grabs Kuroguri and holds him down. Deku sees that the villain is captured, so he tells Ida to run and find help since he's the fastest. The class all agrees he should be the one to go, so Ida takes off as fast as he can. Deku then decides to try and help Ozawa if he can, and starts running towards the fight. But just like in the anime, Kuroguri tries teleporting everyone to random locations and succeeds. But thankfully, Ida is able to escape and look for help. The students all get separated after being teleported, except for Deku, who is also already out of range. Shigaraki sees Ozawa taking out all his hired help, so he rushes towards Ozawa, ready to kill him. Shigaraki tells Nomu to stay ready for All Might and wait for his signal. Shigaraki and Ozawa go back and forth, with Ozawa having the upper hand in combat skill. But Shigaraki takes control after using Decay to injure Ozawa and destroying his capture tools. While Ozawa and Shigaraki fight, Deku takes out the remaining villains trying to interfere with Ozawa's battle with Shigaraki. Deku uses his flaming breath to keep the villains away and sends them running when their clothes catch on fire. Deku sees the Nomu just watching and wonders why he's not getting involved. But when the time comes, Deku takes his chance and goes after Shigaraki, who is still distracted fighting a weakened Ozawa. Deku rushes forward and lands a 3% smash on Shigaraki, sending him flying back towards Nomu. Ozawa thanks Deku for helping, but tells him he needs to get to safety. While Ozawa and Deku talk, Shigaraki is beginning to break down, telling himself, No, this is all wrong. All Might should have been here, and why is this kid interfering? If we can't kill All Might, killing a teacher and this kid will at least make our attack more well known. I can't let this plan fail. Nomu, kill Eraserhead. Nomu dashes forward towards Ozawa, who pushes Deku out of the way and dodges the attack. Ozawa erases Nomu's quirk, slowing him down enough to evade some attacks, but Nomu is still so strong and fast, Ozawa can do nothing but move out of the way and hope he isn't caught. Ozawa tries luring the Nomu away from the kids and to a part of the building where he can more easily hide and slow the Nomu down. But now Shigaraki sees Deku, telling him, "I'll show you what happens when kids try interfering with my work." Shigaraki runs at Deku, who notices Shigaraki fights very similar to Bakugo, rushing in with a wide strike and then an open palm attack. Deku concentrates and assures himself he can handle it, until help arrives and grabs Shigaraki's arm and throws Shigaraki to the ground. Deku goes to knock out Shigaraki, but Shigaraki blocks with his hand. Deku quickly pulls his hand away without receiving damage, only getting his gloves destroyed by Shigaraki's quirk. The villain stands back up laughing. "You're fun, but it's time to end this." Shigaraki rushes at Deku, who is unable to dodge and knocked over by a kick from the crazed villain. Deku is on the ground and sees Shigaraki standing over him. Shigaraki says, "Stop interfering and die." Deku sees the villain's hands coming for his face. Deku closes his eyes from fear, but when the hand touches him, it doesn't hurt. Deku can tell that Eraserhead has stopped Shigaraki's quirk, and he hears Eraserhead call out to Shigaraki, "I may not be All Might, but I won't let you hurt these kids as long as I can fight." Deku looks over and sees Aizawa bloody and beaten by the Nomu, but still trying to save him. Deku moves out of Aizawa's sight and blasts a huge breath of fire at Shigaraki. This has to be enough to stop him, Deku thinks, as he sees the fireball getting closer and closer. But at the last second, Shigaraki is saved by Kurogori, who teleports Shigaraki to safety. Deku sees that Aizawa is beaten by the Nomu, and he is all that stands between Shigaraki and the other students, when he hears a calming voice, "Stop, villains, this fight is over, because I am here." Deku looks back at the door and sees All Might standing there ready to save the day. Everyone freezes as All Might quickly saves Midoriya and Aizawa. All Might tells Midoriya to take Aizawa to safety and get the rest of the students out. Deku agrees and wishes All Might good luck, but Midoriya is also worried since he knows All Might can't keep up his full strength for long. But the fight goes as it did in the anime. All Might takes out the Nomu, specially made to fight him, while Shigaraki watches from afar. And when All Might is in trouble, Todoroki and Bakugo still come in to aid All Might, saving him from being killed by Kurogori, and giving him the boost he needs to send Nomu blasting off again. But now, All Might is at his limit, and Shigaraki is pissed. But with the added support of Bakugo, Todoroki, and Deku behind him, Shigaraki quickly loses his nerve, leaving and vowing vengeance on All Might and Deku for keeping him from what he wanted. Bakugo and Todoroki continue rounding up all the beaten enemies as the pro heroes finally arrive. Deku thanks All Might for saving them, then they are both taken to Recovery Girl, but for All Might this time. All Might tells Deku this is a taste of what the #1 hero has to do and sacrifice to keep the peace. All Might tells him, "I know you'll continue growing and fill my shoes because I've seen you do it already, Deku." Deku thanks All Might and promises to try his best. After this, the school closes for a week to repair and redesign the security system, and school is back in session just in time for the sports festival. All Might tells Deku this is his chance to prove he is the next #1 hero and the top of Class 1A. So that means next week I'll cover the sports festival arc. So be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can see every video I post. Also, I want to thank all of you who leave comments on every video I post. It really helps me out and it really helps the channel grow. So thanks, and be sure to share the video with anyone who you think will like it. That's all for today. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day.